Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to That's Football. You're very welcome as we complete this game week 9 of the Premier League with Tottenham having the opportunity to go back to the top of the league with a home game against Fulham. And apart from Fulham fans and maybe Arsenal fans, maybe Man City fans and maybe Liverpool fans, I think the most of us would actually quite like to see Tottenham win today and make it interesting in the Premier League. I would. And it makes no sense as a Manchester United fan to want Spurs to win because Spurs are probably the team that we could take out of the top four when you look at it. But I just think what Ange has done and the way that Spurs have played and does have a lot of credibility to it. And I'd quite like them to win tonight. But look, the way this Premier League is, Premier League team is a midfielder, so it's like, it's a free hit. Anthony Taylor says play on. Son is in. Oh, he could have bloody scored, Son. He could have scored. Oh, he probably should have bloody scored. Oh, let's go Spurs. Big up Ange all the way from Australia, says Nate. Well, I don't know whether you listen to the podcast, Goldbridge Saves Football. Yeah. Even if it was just for a bench option. Header, goal! What a save! What a save that is! What a save by the Spurs keeper there. He's clawed that out. I'm saying goal. What a save. Look at this. Great head. Oh, that's a brilliant save. What's his name? Fernando. Rodrigo. Vicario, that's it. Vicario. I need it for Twitter. Incredible. Incredible save, that is. Wrists. Like titanium. Forget Rachel, Mark. Madge from Benidorm says, I preferred Madge from EastEnders. Richarlison! Oh, I thought he'd scored there. Ashley Young. No, that's a good guess, but it's not Ashley Young. And Ashley Young's not retired yet. I know his performances this season would suggest he has. He's still playing. I'll give you... Look, he was before... Right, his last 3 clubs were... They say... If she had... Son. Oh, what a goal by Son! I've got him in my FPL team. That's why I'm celebrating. But that's how you finish. He hasn't got a gold finger, he's got a gold foot, and he's had a golden boot to go with it before, and he might be on track for doing it again, although I've just remembered about Erling Haaland. But that is a cracker by Son, and he could have hit it before, he could have done it before, but he did a bit of a fake shot to open it up, and then edge of the box. You know what? For me, that was a bit like a tap-in for Son, because he's just got such a good right foot. What a hit by Son. We're talking about gold fingers and it's golden feet. He's miles onside as well. Don't worry about that. But look at that. He went to shoot and look at that finish. Look at that for a finish. It's really, really, really good. Richarlison with the assist. I've got Son in my fancy Premier League team and he's got a goal. Lovely finish. Lovely finish. Mark, do you think with Pep or Klopp? Look at the technique on this. Head down. Bang. Bang. He's not even looking at the goal. There's a technique for you. He's not even looking at the goal. He's looking at how I want to kick the ball. You're right, Tony. Certainly did more with his career. Madison. Son. This is great football. He's going to score. Oh, is it? Oh, my God. What a block. Højbjerg. Hi, Mark. What do you think of Pedro Neto as a Man City player? I think he is quintessential winger that would suit Pep's system. Yes. Just seeing if I've missed any here. Oh, Biffa. What are your thoughts on Big Ange as England manager? I know it's not realistic for the foreseeable, but forward food for thoughts. He brings togetherness and tactics. Too early. Too early. Way too early, Look, I don't think it'll happen, but what if Spurs drop down to 9th by the end of the season? It's a very, very the danger about this league, and it's happened to Man United and Chelsea, is you can't get away with bad results at the moment. You will drop like... a heavy turd in a toilet pan, you will drop. And that's exactly what's happening. That could happen to Spurs, and then suddenly all the Ange hype disappears, doesn't it? It's still early days. So, Rafi says, I've done that from Rafi. the end, and Jar Jar Binks is messing around with Naboo people. Goal! Madison, 2-0. Son with the assist. He's got a goal and an assist, and Madison has got the goal that I think is going to be crucial here. FPL points, cash back. That's what it's all about. Sir Bobby or George Bestmark, I'm not doing it, Mandy. That's not happening. But that's a football goal, says Jack, and it's James Madison who scores it. Again, playing out from the back. How many goals? Playing out from the back. And then because he's played out from the back, he plays them all onside. Lovely ball. First time ball from Højbjerg. And then Madison states a goal. It's a goal, but it's a clean goal. That is the definition of how to calmly put somebody to the sword. You know, from the olden days, people used to get executed, and sometimes the swordsman would get it wrong and have to do it twice. Experienced swordsman, one cut, gone. And I think that's what Fulham have done there. They've made a massive mistake, but the kill has been clean from Spurs. Lovely ball by Højbjerg, into Son, slips it into Madison, slips it in the back of the net. Good night. Thank you very much for watching. Posh people from London. It's just, you've got to be different. Oh, what a save. He's made 2 big saves today, Vicario, you know. Is that his name? Did I get it right that time? He has, you know what? This is what I mean about this game. Oh, Spurs were so comfortable. Spurs were so comfortable. Well, Vicario's made 2 fantastic saves. The header in the first half and that one-on-one there. Another good block. This is what I mean. It's a great save, says Fennick. They've had to work for it, Spurs, tonight. People will say straightforward 2-0 win, but it hasn't been. If you were Daniel Levy, what players would you go for in January, says Elliot? Well, I've said this a few times, Elliot. I really do think with Aston Villa and Spurs, they've got to buy in January. Like we've all said, the question mark with Villa and Spurs is, have they got enough petrol in the tank? So obviously, if you're the owner of Aston Villa and Spurs, in January, you've got to go and buy some petrol. And, you know, Spurs have got the Kane money. So if I'm a Spurs fan and I'm a Villa fan, you've got to be looking to buy in January. Thanks everyone who's tuned in, by the way. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Another win for Spurs. They're back at the top of that league. Nothing's going to change that. And I tell you what, they can open that gap even bigger because they play before everybody else. They play on Friday night as well. So that gap could be 5 points before Man City play Manchester United. Psychologically, that's a massive game for Spurs on Friday night against Palace. Back with some content for you tomorrow. Really enjoyed the watch along tonight. Well done to Spurs. Really, really deserved it. I think Fulham, you know what, it was the complete performance from Spurs because their goalkeepers made 2 big saves. Their defenders have been blocking and tackling all game. Their midfield was energetic. Their attack never stopped creating chances. It was a really good win for Spurs because Fulham played well. Fulham did play well, but Spurs played better, which is the story of their season.